You know how fast you were going?
What? How fast you were going?
I don't know. 10?
8.
Be advised, this is an explicit podcast, so if you're easily offended, get your panties twisted into a knot, turn this off before you get butthurt and mad, start to cry, have to run to your safe space. All opinions are those of the host and his guest and do not reflect the opinions of any government agency. Well, welcome to regular episode of MOTORCOP Chronicles podcast. I was supposed to have a guest for this Sunday episode. I wasn't going to go live. I was going to do it recorded. But as it happens on some occasions, things didn't work out as planned. So you stuck with me, the Iceman. It's probably going to be a short one. Talk about a few little stories or whatever, and maybe hear me bitch about something, which is a good chance that's going to happen. And you have to pick this up Wednesday with me and Doc with the news stuff. So, hope everybody had a good week. Had a good weekend. We did have Freebirds, Mrs. Freebird Celebration of Life yesterday. And I guess it was a sad occasion, but a lot of people showed up. She was a well liked and loved person, so y'all keep Freebird in your thoughts, and if you're religious, in your prayer. I'm sure he'll be back on eventually. It's gonna be a hard time for him losing your best friend. So we did that. That was yesterday. I'll tell you, if anybody, hello, Robert, in Hawaii. Saw your little short video on Facebook there on the beach. I hope you're wearing your suntan lotion. And don't get eaten by any sharks. Or land sharks either. So, looks like y'all having a good time. Don't bring any sand home with you. People that cannot laugh at themselves, I feel sorry for them, really, I'll tell you why I'm saying this in a minute. You'll understand. Some people get mad when they do something stupid and other people laugh at them, or you don't realize you do something stupid and people make fun of you. Happens to me all the time that I do something stupid or say something stupid or the wrong way and people make fun of me about doing whatever. Don't get mad about it. It's funny. You got to be able to laugh at yourself and have a sense of humor. Well, the reason I'm saying that is today, me and Bam were out washing our herd of dogs, which is a several hour undertaking with 5 Great Danes. So it's not like a quick and easy little thing you do, when you're washing 5 small horses. So come inside, I think after the third or fourth one, I don't know. Taking a small break. If anybody don't know what an earwig is, a little bug, yeah, they are horses. Little earwig bugs or whatever. They're nasty little creatures. I assume they can bite the shit out of you because they got pinchers on them pretty good. But I went to check my phone. I had my phone in my hand. I was leaning up against the counter in our kitchen, and I felt something on my arm. If anybody knows me, I'm scared to death of spiders and shit like that. I hate spiders. And I felt something crawling on my arm. And I looked down and I thought it was a spider at first. It was one of them damn earwigs crawling up my arms, crawling up my arm towards my head because I'm pretty sure it wanted to eat my brains or something like that. Well, Bam says I screamed like a girl, which I don't know. I don't think I screamed like a girl, but I may have. I don't know. It freaked me out a little bit. I wasn't expecting it. And as I jerked my arm because I had this bug crawling up my arm that I wasn't expecting there, my phone flew out of my hand, landed on the floor right in front of the stove, and it didn't shatter the screen, but I don't know what the hell it did to the screen. But my phone right now is like it still rings because she called it, but it's just the whole screen is like this gray color with this line going straight up the middle from the bottom to the top that looks like it was like burnt with fire or something like that. You can't see shit. What's up, Roy? So yeah, so if any people are on here that do know me, don't text me because I can't see it at the moment because my phone is fucked. I'm gonna have to go buy a iPhone or a cell phone repair shop tomorrow and spend, that little $100 that I wouldn't want to spend and get a new screen put on it. Yeah, so it's discombobulated at the time, but it was funny. Hello, Jennifer. And so yeah, I fucked my phone up, so I got to get that fixed tomorrow. So nobody call me or text me if you know my number because I can't respond to you. so my phone is screwed up right now. So we'll hopefully get it fixed tomorrow. Maybe they can fix the other problem I was having with it too. Cause it would just like do shit by itself. Like sometimes it would just text people and stuff like gibberish. So yeah, that's why I didn't text you back. My phone is broken. So that was quite. Bam found it quite funny that she said I screamed like a girl and threw my phone across the room and broke it. So I'm sure it was hilarious for her. So my phone's broke. So laugh at yourself, even when other people's laughing at you. Don't get pissed off about it. Have a sense of humor. Not so many people have a sense of humor no more. I think that's why the world's so fucked up. Is hey, he disrespected me. He did that. He did that. Motherfucker, just take shit with a grain of salt. Grain of salt. I mean, come on. So anyway, I've been, I've had guests for the last month or so, and I've had quite a few traffic stops here and there. Of course, I did have one recently. Pulled the guy over. I clocked him at 93 in a 60. Just a little bit over the speed limit. Not much. I mean, only 33 miles an hour speed limit. So what is that, right? Anyway, make the stop, make my approach. Get up there and tell the guy, I'm like, hey, need your driver's license. I got you doing 93 and a 60. Well, of course, straight off the bat, what does he want to do? Argue. No, I did not have a grown man cry and fall to the floor. I just kind of like went, oh shit, and threw my phone in the air and it landed and broke. I did not fall on the floor. I don't remember what the guy's name was, but anyway, so I pulled him over. I told him his license, and of course, here comes the argument. He accused me. I saw you when you came up here. You were making up the speed. You want to tell me how fast I was going? Yeah, that's what I do. I just pick cars out and say, you know what, that one, I'm just gonna pull that one over and make some shit up on it. All of a sudden, I'm like, no, that's not what I did. I'm like, stop. I'll say it's gonna do you no good to argue on the side of the road. If you want to argue, come to court. And then he proceeds to tell me that he knew I was lying because he had his cruise control, which he finally got out of his mouth because he called it everything but the fucking cruise control thing. And he said he told me there was no way that I got him doing 83 and a 60 because he had his cruise control set on 83. Okay, I looked at him. I was like, all right, well, I said, come to court and tell the judge that, please. Please, I want you to come to court, dispute this citation, and tell the judge that I made it up 93 and a 60 because you had your cruise set on 83 in a 60. This motherfucker could have been in a 70 and I pulled him over. So I was like, that was like the first stop of that day. And I was like, it's going to be one of those fucking days. I started out like that. Anyway, he got his ticket. He is a dick. He was a Richard. Sent Richard down the road. And I stopped this like 18-year-old kid. You know, I told him he was doing like 80. And, you know, it's like the reason I stopped you doing 80 and a 60. Oh, really? Yeah, really. He's just a little cocky fuck. Didn't really didn't get rude or nothing. He just had that cocky kind of attitude, stuff like that. Yeah, Roy, he wasn't up on his YouTube law that he should have just kept his mouth shut since he just, I mean, like I said, go to court and tell the judge you were doing 83 and a 60 instead of 93. Go right ahead. Because you're still admitting guilt considering you're speeding your ass off. But that kid, he was just he was just a little prick. It's his whole attitude. So, we've been having a few here and there. Had to go help clear a house the other day with some uniformed guys. I mean, of course, it was bullshit. I think the dog knocked the door open or something like that on it. I can't go off on I got a little rant. And like I said, I don't know any names. I can say names. But anyway, Sergeant Wheezy had got in touch with me. I think it was Friday or something like that. And all I'm going to say is, if you're a uniform patrol guy, or anybody, if you're in law enforcement, if you're a fucking McDonald's employee, Popeyes employee, wherever the fuck you work at, why don't people need to stop worrying about what other people are doing in their job and complaining and bitching about it and worry about your own motherfucking selves. Okay? Where's this coming from? I don't know who said it because I didn't ask because he would have told me anyway. No, I don't mean it didn't piss me off really. It's more aggravating than anything. And this is in any department you go to. People for some reason are either jealous or do not like motor guys. Okay. Well, anyway, somebody went and told Sergeant Wheezy that not just me was bitching about me and Todd, saying, "Oh, we wasn't doing this, but we were doing this, or we wasn't, this and that." They were minding my business and the Todd's business instead of minding their own fucking business. Then you're gonna go run to my sergeant or whoever and yam about it, which Sergeant Wheezy told them, like, I know what they're doing. Do you know what they're doing? You don't know what the fuck they're doing. Mind your own fucking shit, basically. Anyway, if you're somebody, stop being little bitches. If I have an issue with anyone, a road guy, detective, a motor guy, I don't give a fuck. I go to that person and I ask them about it. If I have a question that you might not, because I heard a rumor about you and I am curious about it, and I just don't give a. Most of the time, I just don't give a shit. But if I hear a rumor about you, I'm not going to run around and spread the rumor to other people about it. Guess what? I'll come straight up to you and say, "Hey, you fucking so and so, or you fucking doing this, or you do." I'm gonna straight up ask it to your goddamn face because I'm a motherfucking man. I have a set of balls. I'm not gonna run around behind somebody's back and try to, oh, what's this and what's that, what's this? Come on. I swear to God, sometimes I feel like I'm still in high school with this bullshit. You're old enough to put a gun around your waist to go to work. If you have a question about what I'm doing or why I'm doing it, come fucking ask me. I'll either tell you or I will tell you what I'm doing or why I'm doing it, or I'll tell you to go fuck yourself because it's none of your goddamn business. Because I'm a grown goddamn man. As long as the people that sign my fucking paycheck are happy about what I'm doing, I'm mind your own fucking business. I don't know if they listen to this shit or not. Don't really care. If you do and you listen to it and you want to know what I'm doing, come ask me. Go to Walmart, go buy a set of balls, put them on, and come ask me. Because I carry my balls with me 24/7. They're my pants. Because I'm a goddamn man. Stop being pussies. Stop being little girl pussies. Man up. And if you got something you want to ask or got an issue with me, come ask me personally. I'm not scared. Are you? Seems like it. Anyway, that's my bitch. Because some people are pussies. Don't like pussies. Or says now, if it was that state cop we know and love, I would tell him to fuck off. Roy, I think he might just stick a taser up in your butthole and maybe massage your prostate with it. I think that's what that state cop might do. So, no, I don't like grown men that act like pussies, Robert. Like I'm pretty sure me and you had issues with each other. I would come straight to your face and ask you, and vice versa. You come to me. You're not gonna try to be a little, pussy and go yee-yan to somebody else about it. It's the problem with this new generation, these younger kids. Their mamas, their mamas put them out the house, but they forgot to give them the balls when they left, or their wives got their balls in the refrigerator or something. I don't know. I bring my balls with me every day. They're attached, so I keep my balls with me. State don't play that. Can't stand that shit. Anyway, like I said, that it didn't go anywhere with it. But I was told about it. And I said, I'm not asking you. You're not going to tell me anyway. But I mean, I'm just, and really, I had kind of forgot about it until a while ago when I was sitting there thinking, what the hell I was going to talk about this evening? Because I have actually nothing fucking wrote down, no fucking outline, no cliff notes, no fucking nothing. I was supposed to have, like I said, I was supposed to have somebody. Was supposed to come record yesterday. Didn't show up. Didn't call, but that shit happened. Ain't the first time it's happened. I'm sure it won't be the last. Put a pop knot in Roy's ass. I'm assuming. I don't know. Robert, are you drunk? You're not spelling all your words out. Spell your words out, Robert. You're not spelling them out. And I did pull over another little chickie poo in past week or so, and it was her. I'm assuming her boyfriend, her husband, her old man. Don't fucking know. I did not ask. Anyway, I got her doing that. I was actually getting ready to pull over a dark blue BMW SUV for doing 75 in a 60. I was right behind him. I was about to pull him over. I was behind him, getting ready to activate my lights. And right before I turned my lights on, lo and behold, and we're still doing 75. This little white, I think it was a Hyundai or a Kia or some shit like that, just zips right on past me. I'm already doing 75 and 60. Zips right on past me. So I'm like, hey, I don't fucking think so. So instead of turning my lights on and pulling the BMW over, Got in the opposite lane, got behind the little white car. My pace clocked him for a little bit. We actually got up to 87, sustained it for a little bit, So I activated my lights and pulled the little white car over. Do my approach, go up, advise her why I pulled her over. Ma'am, the reason I stopped you is I was doing 75 and a 60, about to make another stop when you decided you wanted to pass me. So I paced you at one point at 87, but I was going to give you sustained at 81. I need your driver's license. Well, she hands it to me. She gave me some, I don't know, she gave me some fucking lame ass excuse. I'm not sure what it was. It was that lame. It didn't even keep me to even register to think about it. So I write the ticket, come back. It's like I'm a minute and 45, 2 minutes, I come back. Oh, I did tell them they had 3 kids in the back seat. One was like in a booster. The kid was bouncing around all over the place before I even pulled him over. Obviously, the seatbelt was not tight on the child. I told him, hey, you might want to tighten the seatbelt on that child, and in case something does happen, you don't want her to get hurt. So I came back, and I'm going to try to explain the ticket to her. Of course, she's not listening because I'm always wrong, and the speeders are always right in their mind anyway. So I'm trying to explain it to her, and of course, she's running, flapping her lips, jawing her mouth. Finally, I reach out. I'm like, you need to sign it in the white area with your finger. She lingers there a minute. I move it back. I look at it, and I'm like, you didn't sign it. Well, I'm not going to sign it. I said, okay. I said, ma'am, only options you have are A and B. There is no C. A, you signed the citation, which I already explained to you. That is not an admission of guilt. All this is stating is either you're going to show up on the specified court date, or you're going to pay the citation in lieu of coming to court, which is basically admitting guilt. Or option B, yeah, exactly. Option B, you go to jail. Oh no, don't keep the license. Not us, Robert. You don't sign a ticket. I'm going to remove you out of your vehicle, place handcuffs on you, pretty silver bracelets behind your back, and if you don't have a licensed driver there, I'm going to tow your vehicle and, call OCS or something for the kids or whatever. Nope, you're going to jail. And I told her, I said, option A, sign a ticket, come to court or pay it, or option B, go to jail, period. Well, her male passenger, he looks at her and mumbles some fucking shit. And, like, just sign it or whatever. And she finally signed it. I handed her her copy. She crumpled it up. I'm like, I don't care, crumple it up. And they went about their day, the rest of their day, which I'm sure was so enjoyable. I mean, I did make their day. They did get to get to meet the Iceman. And I'm assuming that's why, that she wanted to meet me, since she passed me while I was already doing 15 miles an hour speed limit. So I'm assuming that she just did that because she wanted to meet me. Which I doubt that was really the reason why, but sure it is. Pulled over a guy. This is all last week. Pull him over. Man, he's not doing super fast. He's probably doing like 76 in a 60. And pull him over. And all the time. Go up there, tell them why I pulled him over, you know. And he was one of them. I love these. I'll just go on with the flow of traffic. Okay. Well, you must have been trying to catch up with him, or you left him behind because there was no one around you. But okay. So I go back, and I see that he had she was showing me on the stuff I ran at. He had himself a little criminal history, so I checked it just to check it because it was there. And because he had a criminal history for I think some kind of, it wasn't a sex crime, but it was in the general vicinity of it. I guess somewhere he didn't have to register. Burglary. I mean, he was a fine, upstanding, citizen. You know, go back up. He sees that he's getting a ticket. Now he wants to have a little bitty attitudinal problem, just being an ass. So I looked at him. I said, "Sir, do you really think it's in your best interest, since I'm only giving you this speeding ticket when I could be giving you that expired inspection sticker ticket you got right there? Because it's only been expired for a year. I'm sure you've been a very busy man, and you were heading today to go get an inspection sticker. That's why you were speeding." I said, "Or would you like to talk about how you're missing this outside side mirror on your vehicle also? Now, do you want to continue to argue with me, and do I need to add some more violations to this citation, or do you just want to take this speeding ticket and head about your business?" Well, we know which decision he took. He decided to shut his mouth and take his one ticket over his at least minimum of 3 I could have given him, and have a nice day. Why do people want to argue and bitch and yeah with me on these fucking stops when you're illegal? When you pull somebody over and they want to start arguing or being a dick. I had one the same day, I believe. He didn't argue or nothing. Good thing, because his license wasn't quite valid. I could have really hammered him on that shit. But he was honest and he was not rude, and he just got his little ticket and went about his business. Well, Robert, I know people don't like getting in trouble, but when you get pulled over, it's not really that much trouble, as you know. Just be nice. It's not going to do you no good to be rude. "Oh, yeah, I'm going to tell this cop to go suck his own dick, and I bet you when I do that, he's going to let me go, because it's going to hurt his feelings. And he's not going to write me a ticket after that, because I told him to suck his own dick." Which I've had happen. I think I talked about it a long time ago on air. Dude told me to go suck my own dick, and I busted out in laughter. He got really, really mad because I thought what he said was extremely, extremely funny, because I got a visual of myself actually sucking my own dick, which is completely impossible. So if I got a picture of myself with a dick that was so big that I could actually suck it. So I thought that was funny as hell and started laughing, which pissed him off because he was trying to piss me off. No, they're not going to suck it for me either. That would be inappropriate and cheerous. We're not going to do that. I've had some females offer that years ago in lieu of a ticket, which I did not partake in the blowjobish offered to me, because I was taught a long time ago that badge will get you a whole bunch of poo nanny, but that poo nanny will also get your badge very, very quickly. I guess it might be in that WBR. I'm not sure about that. That would be their stuff, or whatever the news is saying. So, but anyway, that's really about all I got. Me. It kind of was off kilter this weekend. It wasn't a good weekend for me, and it's just figured I'd throw a couple stories out. Like I said, the person I had that was supposed to come on didn't show up or call. Such rudeness. Such rudeness. Some people are just flaky like that, I guess. If I tell you I'm going to be somewhere, I try to be early, or at least on time, unless my wife makes me half an hour late, which is known on how to do that. So, if I'm not going to be able to make it, I will call and tell the person I will not be able to make it. So, anyway, if y'all want to hear, I want to talk about this coming up Wednesday in the news stuff. I've been collecting a lot of news articles I've been reading about. I want to just have a discussion on it on Wednesday with Doc. That there's been a lot of crimes, violent crimes, murders, attempted murders, and stuff like that. And every one of them are involving these fucking teenagers, like 13, 14, 15-year-old kids. I mean, a shit ton of them. In Louisiana and all over the United States, just all these damn kids. And I've been collecting a lot of stories in this past week. And I figured we would talk about some of them stories and have a discussion on that. So I think it might be pretty interesting. So I'll come back Wednesday. It's usually around 6:45ish. We try to get started. 6:45 or 7 o'clock. Come back then and see how those go. So I appreciate y'all coming. I know it's a short one. I think I've only been at it for like a little over half an hour. But that's what happens when you're unscripted, don't write shit down, and your plans get fucked up. But I still got on, still gave you something a little bit. If you're a motor cop, if you're in law enforcement, first responder, a veteran, nurse, anything like that, firefighter, corrections, jailer, all that shit. If you want to be a guest, email me, motorcopchronicles@gmail.com. Hit me up on Facebook, Twitter. I have a Parler account. I have been putting videos up on Rumble. I got some I still need to put up there. So check us out on Rumble also. Like I said, email me if you have a story and you don't want to be a guest and you just want me to read your story or talk about it or something, email me that also. Said hopefully April wants to be a guest. No, I'm not on Grindr, but April told me that if you don't take your profile down off of Grindr, she's going to publish it and to show everybody your profile on Grindr. And just because you changed your name on Grindr to Robert Goes Downs instead of just Robert Downs, we still know it's you, Robert. So just because you added goes on there, don't change anything. So, but anyway, we're gonna be Wednesday. Wednesday we'll be on with the news part of it. Come check out me and Doc Holliday, and like I always say, remember to smile because the Iceman could always be behind you.
I'm cranking up on the throttle. This is how legends are made.